The first team is going to start is which team wants to start?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can we present it tomorrow, sir? Because I have just few minutes left. So I'll try to come tomorrow, sir.
சரிடா அப்படியே இருந்தாலும் இவங்க டீம் 20 minutes எடுத்தாலும் மீதி இருக்கிற 20 minutes என்ன பண்ணுவேன்? If you are going to present tomorrow, I cannot push round 1 to tomorrow, right?
Oh, okay, sir.
You want to make a previewed presentation, then you can do it now itself.
Okay, sir.
What about your presentation? Just like Brinda does, you can make a previewed presentation and then you can leave. Can you do that? Actually, if you are speaking, I am not hearing you. Actually, you need to leave and join. We are not hearing you if you are speaking.
So can you?
Yes, actually.
Sorry, sir. Like there was a power failure, sir.
Right. So, would you like to give a presentation prelude and then you want to leave, or you have given the ideas, believe in the team members that they will be taking care of the proceedings? Which way you want to do?
So I'll give a prelude and then I'll leave, sir.
Okay, alright. So, no green dots. Son of the post there. In the main.
Main corner Rajesh is the hobby is hobby problems அதனால அத சொன்னதுக்கு இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்
Okay, so all the fonts, all the 4 fonts. Right. Okay, so team Guru Prasanna is starting up and Dakshin Siddharth is leaving early, so he gives a prelude of the presentation. 3 to 1, go.
So she can see my presentation itself.
Yes.
So greetings, everyone. Welcome to Dilip on Air. And in today's episode, I'm going to be telling you about how I met my friends. So let me tell something about myself. I'm Dilip Singh, a motivational speaker and a businessman. I owe a major part of my success to 5 people, and all 5 of them are really close to me. They are 5 of my best friends. And before meeting them, I was aimless. And at 19 years of age, I got an aim to become a businessman. And I tried a lot, but nothing was working at that time. All the odds were against me. I had a lot of different kinds of problems, and I was thinking of giving up. But then in 4 years, my 5 friends changed me. And today I'm going to be telling you about how they changed me. So, like, these are some of my business related ventures, and I'll explain about them to you later. So, I'm owning a stream of companies called Contoso, and we are right now one of the biggest companies in the world related to technology. And there's a big reason and a big story behind myself becoming an entrepreneur. So let's talk about James first. So I met James on the 6th of June in 2001 when I was in the first year of my college. And sir, out of character, the cups represent the learnings from James. So, sir, this is like a prelude to a trailer sort of thing to our presentation. So, what we were going to do is we were going to show a story, sir, for each and every person. We have five characters here, and we were going to enact a scenario or a skit where I, Dilip, meet all of my friends. So how I met them and how they changed me, what all the things I learned from them. So that's what is going to be in our presentation, sir. So that's
The
the thing.
presentation time is 20 minutes. Do you really think you can compact this magnanimous of the outlay into the span of 20 minutes? Is it possible?
Yes, sir. I think we'll do it.
So why is it like it is dependent on you? So if you are absent, why can't the other team members make it? So that
Yes,
if
sir,
you
they
are
can make
joining,
it, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
if
sir.
you're joining, you can join into the second round and stuff.
Okay, sir.
Shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in that way, Guru Prasanna, you get the PPT from Dakshin and you take over as a leader. Can you do that?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay,
then
nice.
just 2 minutes. Dakshin, I will share it, sir, and I will should download it, sir.
No problem. You are going to have a team Vishnupriya's presentation and only then you are going to continue. Dakshin has given us the teaser and the preview of what it's going to be. We pretty much understand. Yeah, we pretty much understand. And he took about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and you still have about 17 minutes and 30 seconds to complete your presentation. So Vishnupriya our team அதுக்குள்ள முடிச்சிட்டோம். அப்புறம் நீ இருக்கிற அந்த 17 minutes நீங்க first round முடிச்சு. Dakshin, is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay.
Dakshin,
Hi.
can you please the PPT in our team window?
Yes, bro. Sir, and can you act as Dilip? My teammates will explain to you about the roles and stuff.
Sorry? Hey,
Okay.
சத்தமா பேசு.
Sir, like, can you play two roles for us, sir? One of Dilip and the other one. Actually, we had a role for you, sir. One of the five friends, and I was going to play Dilip. But since now I'm away, can you do both, sir? Like two roles.
Yeah, I'll do.
My teammates will tell you what to do, sir. Like the
Okay.
sequences and all.
Right. Because even if I am asking team Vishnupriya to continue, 20 minutes நான் முடிச்சுடுவாங்க. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் சொல்லி கேட்டா 6:35 they finish or 6:40 they finish. We have almost about say 35 minutes left, and அந்த 35 minutesல நீங்க இருந்தீங்க உங்க presentation முடிச்சிருக்கலாம். நீ இல்லங்கிறதுக்காக அதை நாளைக்கு வரைக்கும் போஸ்ட்போன் பண்ண வேண்டாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So
Correct, sir. I thought you'll give 40-50 minutes for a presentation, sir. So that's why.
போடா.
Sir,
Then Ashwathaman நம்ம டீமா?
எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டைம் எல்லாம் கிடையாது. 20 நிமிஷம் தான். இது வந்து ஒரு பழக்கம் ஆயிடுச்சு உங்க எல்லாத்துக்கும். சும்மா டீம் பிரசன்டேஷனுக்கு 25 30 35 அப்படின்ட்டு. MS ஈவினிங் செஷன்ல லெஸ் லிசனிங் மோர் ஃபங்க்ஷனிங். ஒரு டீம் 40 நிமிஷம் பிரசன்ட் பண்ணா ஆப்போசிட் டீம் உட்கார்ந்துட்டு அப்படியே மெகா சீரியல் பார்க்குற மாதிரி உட்கார்ந்து இருக்காங்க. I cannot allow 20-25 minutes max presentation முடிச்சிருக்கேன். இனி டீம் டாக்லயும் பிரசன்டேஷன்ல எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டைம் கேட்டீங்கன்னா நான் அப்போ கொடுத்துருவேன். ஆனா சண்டே வந்துட்டு பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அப்புறம் ஷாக் ஆகும். ஞாபகம் 20 minutes தான். அந்த 20 minutes முடிச்சிருக்கேன். You have a minus சும்மா மறுபடியும் 5 minutes. என்ன சொல்ல மறுபடியும் 5 minutes? நான் வந்து கரெக்டா கஸ்டமைஸ் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்கேன். அதுல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்றத விட்டு பிரசன்டேஷன் அது இதுக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பண்ணணும். ஃபீல் டைம் மறுபடியும் அதே தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நான் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டைம் கொடுக்குறேன். So Dakshin, once team Vishnupriya finishes, rest of your members will complete that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Maximum 2 minutes extension. அவ்வளவுதான். 22 minutes எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சது. Yeah, okay, Dakshin, you want to leave now or?
Yes, sir. I have to leave now.
Okay, so I really appreciate you for participating in such a short span of time and giving so much of contribution. Everybody say bye to expert get this.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Dakshin.
Bye, friends. Keep shining with me.
Hi, Dakshin.
Notes எல்லாம் வந்து அந்த டைம்ல வச்சு. Okay, they are making the materials ready and then they will start the presentation. Yeah,
Okay.
முன்னாடி எடுத்து அழைச்சிட்டு போறோம். அது வரைக்கும் டிஸ்கஷன் போறோம். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணிட்டீங்க? எதுல கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணுமோ அதை விட பிபிடில டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. எப்ப பாரு ஏதோ ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன் அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஃபிளாஷ் கார்டு வச்சுட்டு சினிமா மாதிரி போடுறது தேவையில்லாம டைம் வேஸ்ட். இதை டிசைட் பண்ணா இன்னும் அந்த லெவலுக்கு போட அப்படின்னா உனக்கு தனியாக மீட்டிங் வச்சு கொடுப்பாங்க. What was the bloody need of going for a PPT such exhaustive with only 20 minutes of time in the presentation? ஏன்னா இது do's and don'ts அப்படிங்கறத கன்ஃபைன் பண்ணி ஸ்டிமுலேஷன் அப்படிங்கறத பிரெயினை யூஸ் பண்ணி பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நான் அங்கிருந்து பேசுறேன், என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் இப்படி பண்ணா அப்படி பண்ணா பிபிடி குரு பிரசன் என்னடா பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கீங்க? சிமுலேஷனுக்கு வந்துட்டு என்னென்ன மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் நீங்க ரெடி பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்னா இன்னும் அந்த லெவலுக்கு போல அப்படிங்கிறேன். What have you been doing in the 22 minutes of deep talk?
Sir, we did the PPT and we had a discussion on solutions, sir.
What goddamn it obsession about the PPT? Why are you so obsessed about this bloody goddamn PPT? I have never mentioned that you have to go for a PPT here. There are three things நான் ஏற்கனவே சொல்லிருக்கேன். காலையில டீம் டாஸ்க் வாய்ஸ் அனுப்பிச்சதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். மூணு முக்கியமான விஷயத்தை நீங்க பண்ணணும் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஒன்னு மஸ்ட் டூ அண்ட் மஸ்ட் நாட் டூ அப்படிங்கிறது. அப்புறம் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் அலோகேஷன். இந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி அலோகேஷன் எப்படிங்கிறது என்ன ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் பண்ணுங்கிறத எடுத்து வச்சுட்டாங்க. எதாவது நீங்களும் செஞ்சிருக்கணும். ஆனா இன்னும் அந்த லெவலுக்கு போவே இல்லை அப்படின்னா ஓகே அடுமாட்டு வேஸ்ட் டைம். இவங்க டீம் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் நீங்க வந்து பிரசன்ட் பண்ணீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னு நான் பாக்குறேன். Okay, so Team Vishnupriya is going to start the presentation. 20 minutes is what they are having. Must do and must not do checklists have to be properly adhered, and that's going to be checked out. 3, 2, 1, go. Because they are not talking in past tense.
Okay, sir. Nadisha, come on.
So we start the focus. 3, 2, 1, go. Here I have time resume. Digital sources depend on 3, 2, 1, go.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sibi.
Sir, Prishaka is typing, sir.
Risha is in America. Thank you, Sibi. இல்ல அவர் டைப் பண்ணி அதை ரெடி பண்ணி நான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறதுக்குள்ள டைம் இல்லை. இவங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணட்டும். அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் அப்புறம் பேசுறாங்க. 3 to 1 go.
Okay.
So greetings one and all. So now our team is going to present about upon the problems and stories that sir has given to us. So before going on, I'd like to say the friend's name and the properties that is simulating them. So this blue cup is Billy, and his age is 19, and the problems will be explained later. And the next is this red cup. That red cup is Rajesh. And his hobbies are he's really interested in surfing, and his main aim and his hobby is he wants to know more in depth about psychology and its various theories, and want to discover more theories that are not aware to people nowadays. Next, the yellow cup is simulating Yogesh, and Yogesh's hobbies with them.
His hobbies are reading more books, and he is more interested in space and space technology. Whatever sources he has, he is trying to build one innovative technology that can be used in space without any cost. So that is his hobby.
So next, this green cup is simulating Ganesh. So his hobbies is always going to the library and researching a lot about business and stuff. So that is his hobby. And the next is orange cup simulates Olan. So Mitra would say the hobbies of Olan. He would always like to surf in internet. So the surfing is a sport activity that I told for Rajesh. This surfing is, he wants to know more in depth about various things. And he's really interested in attending lots of quiz, and he wants to enrich his knowledge, and normally whenever he finds leisure time, he gets the internet and completes lot of online quizzes, because nowadays online quiz is available since like 2014. So he does everything, and although his marks are not going to be applied for his life, he won't be receiving any certificate. That marks he has scored the particular marks makes him contented. Next, the brown cup represents Bhaskar, and the hobbies of basically Halika.
Bhaskar is a passionate speaker. He especially likes to motivate teenagers and youngsters. Though most of his friends are not having so much of self-confidence, Bhaskar is the only person with the persons he knows who is having more self-confidence, and he has the ability to induce self-confidence in other persons.
Next, we would like to go for the problems. So the problems given by you for Diwakar and going to mention. That is the I would like to mention. So these 6 represents the problems of Dilip. So the first problem that he has is he is not thorough with, he doesn't know what are all his strengths and his talents. So that represents himself. And the next problem is he is showing some disparity to speaking to the opposite genders. So we would be giving solutions in the later part of the presentation. And the next problem is he forgets the important terminologies and vocabulary while he's in a critical situation and while he's in an important presentation or learning. So that is really important. So we'll be giving the solutions for that also in the next part of the presentation.
So next, this particular number, that is 0, this is a small algebra that we have got, sir. So this particular 0 refers to the negative thoughts that belief is having. The negative thoughts and negative ideas are common in people, but the only thing is we will have to figure it mind. The mind is all about how we are controlling and how we are thinking capacity or our controlling capacity. But initially, as per this plot, belief is having lots of negative ideas, and that's one of his problems too. And at the end, sir, in one of the must do, you mentioned that we have to give concrete conclusions. That it should have a moral, and this plays as a concrete concrete conclusion at the end. So that will be explained during the conclusion.
Natish, Pratisha, do you have anything to say? Okay, so Team Guru Prasanna is listening up, and an important point: 4 minutes and 22 seconds elapsed in Team Vishnupriya's first round presentation. So, if you had been looking very carefully, they have been uttering 3 most important points in must do. They haven't They have brought the inclination of the friends involvement. That's must to do. Point number one, the checklist can be checked out. And next, what is the first must to do?
Sir, already our starts.
That is not been done thus far, but it is not a slump as of now. Maybe Natish and Pratisha can jump in the interim. So right now I put it on hold. And what is the next one?
All the properties for the equal use.
So the properties are scattered on the table, and mostly that is also checked out. And what is the next?
Learning concrete.
Yeah. So just now Mitra was about to say that. So learning concrete. So as far as the must-do checklist is concerned, they are almost done with that. And in the foregoing time of the presentation, in the further process, we will see if they are adhering the must-not-do list also. So far so good. Thank you. Natish and Pratisha. Yeah, Natish and Pratisha, still, if you want to speak, put a message or raise hand, I will stop these three and I will give a chance to you. But throughout the 20 minutes, if you are not speaking, unfortunately, the hard work that these three have put will be completely wasted. 3, 2, 1, timer resume.
The next one is the alphabets, and these are represented for the solutions. We have chosen particular alphabets to represent the word that we are going to mention. For example, if it is S, it is for success and solutions. And this, it is for competition. Like this, we have chosen the alphabets that are related to the vocabularies we use in this particular presentation. And the Chinese checkers, we are having a competition here that will be explained in the solution. And the prizes for that particular competition is the Chinese checkers.
So Mitra will be starting with the first solution, where we continue by
Sir, out of characters, sir. Sir, first we are going to, this whole presentation, sir, first we are going to do the solution, sir. And during the time you will be moving based on the, for the first simulation, sir.
Are you targeting problem by problem? Because we are given three problems.
Yes, sir, problem by problem. And at the end, we will just narrate how the flashback was, sir, like the settings, sir.
Okay.
So
Ready?
actually, we three would be saying for all the three problems, we also have solutions.
5 minutes and 20 elapsed. 3, 2, 1, go.
Warm greetings, Ananda present here. Thank you so much for joining me. And today I am going to give a solution for one particular person that I have met in the life, and that I would like to register in this particular night because it's going to have even more emphasis. So first, let us just imagine that this cup is Dilip. So the person whom I met his name was Dilip. And the first solution that I would like to give is, he had one big problem that can't even be solved. Whenever he is in a few circumstances, he forgets about his strengths. Because there are certain times where our strengths can be used as skills, and at the points where we are strong, that must be used and that must be incorporated into the problem that we are facing. But this particular person, during the time due to overpressure, he forgets those. The solution that I would like to give is, he has 5 best friends and he has met them only like 1 year before. And these are the people, Ramesh, Yogesh, Ganesh, Olan and Bhaskar. What we could do is, I gave this particular solution to him. He always accompanied his 5 friends. Wherever he went, like even to a small shop, he was accompanied with these 5 friends. So when he is put into a problem, his friends make him remember about the skills that could be incorporated in that particular problem to be solved. If he is having the skill to solve the problems very easily because he is very good at logical reasoning, then if there is a problem, if he is not able to remember that he is good at solving problems, and if he asks help from others, these 5 people would induce, that is, these 5 people would incorporate and let him know that he is very good at problem solving. So when this happens more, normally by default, his mind would be registered that he is very good at these and he must need more training in those. So when he has a distinguishing mindset, then when it happens several times, multiple times, it doubles up, and after like 1 year, he would be able to go alone, and he would not forget his friends, and in any situation that he is facing in, he would be able to incorporate his skills and solve the problem. So next, Vishnupriya Kavita.
So my solution is also similar to Mitra's solution. So as she said, talent, friends. It is. I am going to say about talent because every person in this world will at least have one talent. So the problem is you have to identify the talent. So for that, friends would definitely be a very good support for every person, or the family members would be a support for at least one person would be a support for identifying their own talents. So like that, these five friends have should help Dilip to identify his own talent, and for that there would be something we'll be doing so that he can identify the talents. So that would be explained by Kavita.
Thank you, Shubhya. So the solution that we have brought to find out Dilip's talent is competition in all the areas, including sports, arts, and even in elocution. We as a crew member are helping all these five members to set up a competition, which will make their unity be stronger, and also Dilip to prepare more and work on his gray areas, as well as be happy with whatever skills we have. Though most of them in this group are talented than Dilip, what the friends have decided is that they only let Dilip to be the first instead of being them as the winners. For example, if we have a sports competition and Dilip is in the state of being the runner, and the rest of Yogesh or Ganesh, they are going to win the competition. Therefore, Dilip are sacrificing their prize and giving it to Dilip, so that Dilip will feel more special and he can be happy that he has this skill. Now we would like to go with the and this is represented by this C letter, as we said. For this vocabulary, we are using C, that is competition.
And Dilip wins this prize in the running competition.
These are the prizes that Dilip wins. The next problem, it is he is not able to communicate properly with the opposite gender. The solution we give is self-assertiveness. The one thing that he doesn't have is self-confidence, and here we have a person in his friends list itself who is able to induce self-confidence and who motivates all the teenagers. If he is able to...
Who's it? All Yogesh. Tell fast. Already, secret already. Yeah, come back to the question.
Natish, Pratisha, if you have anything, you can raise your hand up to this setting.
So, I mentioned about the asset units. Who has it?
Bhaskar.
Okay, right. Yeah, time to resume. 10:32 elapsed, and they still have a solid 10 minutes remaining. 3 to 1 go.
If Bhaskar is able to motivate all the teenagers, why wouldn't he be able to motivate his friend Dilip? So this is the solution we have, and with this self-assertiveness, we can achieve our goal and see success. And Bhaskar has also planned to say a story of, for example, the story of rags to riches, like Elon Musk. And we have most of the people in India who started from scratch and who's having a great success. And even Elon Musk, the world's highest network member, he started from scratch and he is now in success. Then why can't Dilip?
So the next solution that I would like to give to the second person represents from this G letter. The solution is based on the Gunner aptitude principles, and two can be applied here. The first one is crafting a proper self-image, because we all know the importance and the influence of self-image in each and every circumstance. And if this particular person, that is Dilip, if he imagines similar to as we are not supposed to use the interact itself, it is similar to self-confidence act as itself. So we all know how much creating a self-image emphasizes on the problems that we are facing in. So when this particular person, that is when Dilip visualizes and crafts a particular self-image for him, like speaking with others and speaking fluently, and he is not having any odds, I think that would definitely work out, because self-image is very important. So it's like a big theory that's important in psychology. And the second solution that I would like to give from the gunner attitude principle is don't dwell on your arts, but dwell on your commitment. Instead of focusing that, okay, I'm not able to speak with this particular person and I'm not good at that, and dwelling on your arts, instead of concentrating and getting committed in a particular work that you're supposed to be in, instead of doing that, if you're thinking about these types of arts that we have, you neither would be able to solve the problem, nor would be able to concentrate in the current work. So you must definitely not dwell on your arts. Arts can be corrected at any time, but commitments is very important. Opportunity knocks your door when it comes.
Right. 30 minutes elapsed and they still have 7 minutes. And now let us take a quick reality check on their must not do checklist. What is the first one?
No therapies, sir.
No therapy. Self-assertiveness was spoken, gunner attitude was spoken, self-confidence was spoken. Okay, you can make that as a check. Second one?
No repetition, sir.
No repetitions of properties. Yes, I
Sir,
have.
we are yet to use one, sir, that will be during conclusion.
You're okay. And the third
No,
one?
No help from team members, sir.
Yeah, no help from the team
No
members.
reference from internet, sir.
No reference from internet.
Sir.
And there is one big knife that is standing as a threat, very much opposite to your throat section, and that's Natisha. Good luck. 7 minutes குள்ள அவங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு ஆக்ஷன் எடுத்தாலும் இல்லாட்டி ஆபரேஷன் சக்சஸ் பேஷன்.
Come on, Natish.
Come on, Natisha, பேசுங்க, நீங்க talk.
அதே மாதிரி பேசுங்க.
இதனால தான் கல்வித்தாவும் விஷ்ணுபிரியா சொல்லுவோம் நதிஷா இன்வால்வ் ஆயிட்டா சார் அப்படின்னு நான் அதனால 30 minutes. ஒரு பச்சை தண்ணி கூட குடிக்காம 13 நிமிஷம் டக்கு 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 டக்குன்னு 3 பேர் மாத்தி மாத்தி ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. And they are clearly an inspiration to Guru Prasanna's team. Are you going to remain, or are you going to make them continue being an inspiration, or are you going to make them a desperation? That's your choice. So, பேசுன்னு நான் ஃபோர்ஸ் எல்லாம் பண்ண மாட்டேன். இங்கிருந்து வரணும் நதீஷ் and Pratisha தேவை. Okay, we continue with the Vishnupriya. Time elapsed 13.03. 3 to 1 go.
So I would like to continue with my part of solution. So my part of solution is realization, self-realization. So that represents his art. So he has to realize why are we getting scared of what is the problem with us. He has to self-realize, and for moral support he has all his friends, and Bhaskar is one of the main support for.
I have a question to the timer past. Aren't we coming to a situation where Dilip is more friend dependent?
Sir, with the help of his friends, sir, we have span of 4 years, sir. For one problem, like if we spend at least 1 year, at the end of the 4th year, he'll be a person who's independent, sir.
That's again bringing me to Rangdev Vasanti's sequence, where Suki is dependent on everything. So what is the difference between Suki and Dilip? Because he is dependent on Bhaskar, he is dependent on Yogesh, he is dependent on Holland. So how distinguish explanation? Yes. Let you finish what is fine.
Yes, sir.
I'll come back to you.
As I said, for one solution, if we spend 1 year, sir, at the end of the 4th year, he'll be independent, sir. When he goes through this situation, there is a chance that he is not going to be any more dependent on his friends, sir. To solve this particular problem, he is dependent, but once all these finishes, he'll be independent.
You.
Sir, now the 3 problems that Philip is suffering from, sir, that is something about priorities, sir. And because these 3 problems are not able to be solved by their parents, sir. So there is only one particular solution that his friends must help him, and that's why he has got a dependent with his friends, sir.
Okay.
But here more than dependency, solving these 3 problems is of more priority.
Okay. Right, got the answer. Now 30:27, you can continue. 3 to 1 go.
So if he realizes and if his friends have helped him in realizing this fear, like he has to think like what is going to happen if I go speak to the opposite, that is if I go speak to girls. So if he thinks like that, if he gets some self-confidence from his friends, and if he has some self-realization, then he could definitely go and speak to girls, and he can solve this problem. So now I would like to continue with the third problem solution. So the third problem is that he is forgetting the vocabulary and the important terminology that he is in the important stages of his presentation or
Occupation.
occupation. So my solution is reading some books. So that books represent read. So his friends are avid book readers, but he does not read lots of books. But he has to get practiced by his friends, like see them as an inspiration, like how much they are avid book readers. But why don't we also read? So he should have a thought like that, and if he starts reading like that, he will get some vocabulary so that he can just put it in his occupation, and he could definitely become a very good businessman if he knows lots of vocabularies. And he also has like one person who wants to become the Ganesh also wants to become a businessman. So they both can share their books, and you can ask some terminologies to Ganesh, and then he can definitely do well in his
The
occupation.
justice. Okay, right.
So,
5 minutes left.
yeah. The next one is also the forgetting the terminology. The solution.
So you three have a solution for all three.
Yes, sir.
For forgetting the terminology, he has to expose himself to the circumstance where memory is involved more, and he has to discover easier methods to remembrance, not listening from all of his friends, but he himself has to discover as a part of self-realization. He also has to think and develop few ways in which he can go through all the memory tasks that is needed by him. The first one is he can create and he can visualize all the things. For example, he is going for a supermarket, and his parents are advising to buy a few things. He can relate it with the colors that he has. Suppose he has the black or red color watch, he can relate it with the object that he is able to buy. And instead of the images being static, it can be motionalized. So it will be like a story, and he can remember it very well. When he used this in this also in his life, this would be more helpful, and he has a chance that he do not forget things as he did before doing this. So this is my solution. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So the last solution that I would like to give for the third problem is represented by this letter. So this, but there will be no resemblance, but as we got only this letter, I will tell you. Tags, the memory tags that we could use. Let's take for example, he's not able to remember a word called metamorphosis. Let's start with young. So young can be stood for money. And if it starts with young, and if he still has a problem with the whole word, he has recognized the first word, that is the first half is beat up, but after that what will happen? He can either pronounce it by the syllables, basically, like separating the syllables, or there is another way. If metamorphosis, we have like two m's, and that's why it might be confusing. If we get to a camouflage is the best example. C has a particular tag like camouflage. Yes has a particular like fan or something. When he or she is able to relate it with each other, relation is the best one. Relating it to the tags and the life occurrences would make him even more easier to remember various terminologies, sir. And now we are done with the solution, sir, and we would like to narrate one particular thing as a flashback, sir.
Now we would like to let you all know how this has started. This is a dubbing studio where people were inspired by this story, and now he is example for a rags to riches story, like how we have most of them in India. And we were moving all these cups in the middle. It is to represent that all these people, like the friends, are speaking in the dubbing studio, and that is why we made it. Now, if you have any second, we can explain.
So here this dubbing center is a different one. It sometimes has, it also has fun in that. So when a person dubs or when he or she provides solution for a problem, for the fun part they used to roll this dice. So this dice contains various things, like sometimes the problem, the solution that we have provided, each person who rolls this dice has certain assumptions. Some make it as success or failure, but most of them who have visited this.
Pratisha, what is this gesture?
Sir, Pratisha is not in the call, sir.
Hey Natish, where is Pratisha? Where are you? Bring to your window. Natish. Finish. 3 to 1.
So a survey people have various assumptions, but most of them, one particular positive fact about this dubbing center is most of them who are visiting this center, they use this for only positive assumptions, like various aspects of life, and this is said to be one of the biggest facts that this dubbing center has particularly had. And now I hand over this conclusion part to Kalpita.
Thank you, Mitra. So this zero represents the story of Dilip, who has converted and developed himself to a person who is now the billionaire. From zero, he has started his life, and he is one of the best inspiration for all the teenagers now. Do not think about and do not be dependent on your luck. Put your hard works and make your efforts to let people know, and keep the dedication always, that you will be successful. And that is why we have represented yourself.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the
That's one brilliant presentation.
Well done, team Supriya.
Well done, Dispriya.
Sit down, take some rest, and dismantle everything. 19 minutes and 52 seconds. Official announcement in the interim of the session. Natish Vaibhav and Pratisha Devi, you will have to give proper explanation for your less participation in the first round. And Pratisha, specifically, the thumbs down there gesture you have sent in Skype chat window, you need to give explanation. Don't say that you have pressed it mindlessly, you have done it purposefully. You have to give a proper explanation. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, I am speaking to your dad about both of your poor, erratic behavior in MSES sessions. So, decide within tonight and respond. Okay. Oh, she joined now.
Yes, sir.
Pratisha, you hear me? என்னது chat boxல ஏதோ sign அனுப்பிச்சிருக்க என்னது ஓகே சரி நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் உடனடியா வாட்ஸ்அப்ல ஒரு வாய்ஸ் அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கேன் செக் பண்ணிட்டு இன்னைக்கு நைட் கிளாஸ் முடிச்சோன்னே உங்க அப்பா நீ பிரதீஷா நதீஷ் பிரதீஷா அண்ட் யுவர் டேட் மூணு பேர் என்கிட்ட போன்ல பேசு ஓகே சோ Team Vishnupriya has reached the first round in 19 minutes and 52 seconds, and they have been really instrumental and influential in explaining things, and I was very happy to see that. That was one brilliant presentation. Okay, feedback and evaluation of team feedback and evaluation of the team will be done a little later because we have ample time, and the team Guru Prasanna, Dakshin Siddharth had started and given the period of the presentation. So team Guru Prasanna can start. So Aswathavan is here, Ritanidesh is ready. So whatever you have planned, you are running in part.
Thank you everyone.
With Nitish.
Yes, Guru.
Ritan, I'll say the properties. Can you just keep it and place it on the table?
Yes, Guru.
Yes, Ritan. Ritan, just take
Sorry, Guru.
three green sticks, Ritan. Yes, Ritan. Then Ritan, take 5 cups, Ritan, like in whichever color. Ritan, can you please say the colors alone?
Blue, red, yellow, green, and orange. Blue.
Blue, red, yellow, green, and orange. Okay, Ritan. Then Ritan, just take on.
How much font, Guru?
Ritan, six different color tones. Ritan, can you please say the colors?
Blue, orange, pink, yellow, red, green, blue.
Blue, orange.
Pink, yellow, red, orange. Red, green.
Yes, Ritan. Ritan, can you please explain the flow? No,
Sorry,
like
Guru.
about Sir's role, Ritan. He should be acting as the as Dilip at first, and at last he should Sir should give the solutions instead of Dakshanana.
So actually, that's your plan is part for giving solutions to the um, devastating connection.
Ritan, I'll say Ritan.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, first it would be about like an interview, sir. Uh, Dilip has successfully achieved in his life, sir, and we are taking interview on him, sir. Sir, I will be the interviewer, sir, and you will be Dilip, sir. And you will be telling about yourself and the 5 friends which you have, sir, and we'll continue, sir. At last,
Okay.
instead of Dakshanana, you can tell your parts of solution for Dilip, sir. Sir, we
Okay.
have kept Dakshanana was at last, sir. So no problem, sir. We all will finish our presentation, sir. Then we'll ask you for the learning, sir.
Right, sure. Okay, are you all set? Shall I start the timer?
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Ritan, can you please let me know what are the colors of the font?
Okay.
Colors of what, Guru?
Font.
I have removed the position. Neat.
Guru, pink, green, red, yellow, blue, and orange.
Okay, Ritan.
Sir, and blue is starting from the online. So, no one's in online, but so Guru as a captain, as you said, online he used to start first, so Guru is starting as a captain from online. Guru, you can start.
Yes, sir.
No?
Sir, can I join another device for just a minute, sir?
Hello? Hey, you're not speaking. You're not speaking in the class. I'm going to share the phone. Guru Prasanna, one moment.
Yes, sir. I'll join another device, sir.
Yeah. What are you doing in the chat? What was the sign that you sent? Can't you keep your fingers silent without operating? உங்ககிட்ட பேச சொல்லி சொன்னாங்க டீம்மேட்ஸ், நீ அதை பண்ணாம என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க? You have any explanation? கத்திட்டு இருக்கீங்க நான் நாய் மாதிரி. அண்ணன் தங்கச்சி ரெண்டு பேரும் வாய் மூடி பேசாம இருக்கீங்க. என்ன நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க? ஒரு ரெண்டு பேரும் திருத்தருக்கு தான் இந்த கிளாஸ்ல போட்டுருக்கோம். Thumbs down symbol அனுப்பிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன். You have any idea what that means? Ratish, I'm speaking to you. Ratish, you have any idea? What is it? You know what explanation you have? எதுக்கு இப்படி பண்ண? Speak, otherwise how would I know? Hello? எதுக்கு அப்படி பண்ண? சொல்லு, எதா இருந்தாலும் சொல்லு. அந்த சிம்பிளுக்கு அர்த்தம் தெரியுமா உனக்கு? தெரியுமா தெரியாது? அப்படி எதுக்கு நினைச்ச? இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லை அப்படின்னா நீ பாட்டுக்கு வெளியில போயிட்டு இங்க இருக்கிற சீனியர்ஸோடைய மெஜஸ்டியே கெடுக்காது. நீ என்ன நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்க? உனக்கு என்ன வயசு நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்க நீ? தம்ஸ் டவுன் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்க. தம்ஸ் டவுன் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா என்ன நடக்கும் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்க நீ? உடனே குழந்தை நினைச்சா நீ என்னமோ ரொம்ப தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க. என்ன உங்க அப்பாவுக்கு வேர்த்து வடிக்கிறா? இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கிளாஸ் பண்ண போட்டு இவ்வளவு செலவு பண்ண இல்ல எனக்கு தான் வேர்த்து வடி. 10th grade 9th grade படிக்கிற ஆளுங்களே வந்துட்டு கரெக்டா அவங்க பாட்டுக்கு அவங்களுடைய பொறுப்பை ஒழுக்க மரியாதை செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. உனக்கு என்ன அப்படி ஒரு இது? தம்ஸ் டவுன் நடக்கிற அவ்வளவு தில்ல அவனுக்கு, அவ்வளவு தைரியம் அவனுக்கு. உங்க அண்ணன் வாய் மூடிட்டு இருக்கான், எதுவுமே பேசாம. எது பிரசன்டேஷன் ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன் கொடுக்க சொன்னா அது இருக்கிற 12 லிஸ்ட்டை மட்டும் சும்மா சொல்லிட்டு நீ எந்த பிரசன்டேஷன் அப்படிங்கிற இங்க இருக்கவன என்ன ஃபுல் நினைச்சிருக்க நீ? சரி, ஏதோ குழந்தை பொண்ணு பாவம் ஏதோ முடிச்சது பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு அப்படின்னா தம்ஸ் டவுன் நடக்கிற சேட்ல இதெல்லாம் நீ உன் ஸ்கூல்ல வச்சுக்கோ, இல்ல உன் டியூஷன் வாத்தியார் வேண்டியா வச்சுக்கோ. என்கிட்ட எல்லாம் இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் நீயும் உங்க அண்ணன் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா என்ன வேற மாதிரி பாப்பீங்க. நீ குழந்தையா இருக்கிறப்ப இந்த போட்டு போட்டீங்க, நீ எல்லாம் பெரிய பொண்ணானே என்ன ஆகும்? 6ஆம் கிளாஸ் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிற உனக்கு பிடிஎஸ் உடைய ப்ரொஃபைல் பிக்சர் கேட்குது. அதை எடுக்க சொன்னா எடுக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் பிடிஎஸ் சிம்பிள் போடுறேன். ஒரு வாத்தியார் ஒரு தடவை ஒரு விஷயத்த சொன்னா அடுத்த செகண்ட் வேலை நடக்கும். அப்படி இருந்தா என்னோட இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் இருக்கு, இல்லாட்டி போயிட்டே இருக்கு. நீங்க யாரும் என்னோட இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் இருக்கக்கூடாது. அட கத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன், அன்மியூட் பண்ணி பேச முடியல, டவர் ப்ராப்ளம் அப்படின்னா அட்லீஸ்ட் சாரின்னு ஒரு மெசேஜ் போடலாம். கூட இருக்கிற ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மரியாதை கிடையாது, அக்கா அண்ணான்னு கூப்பிடுறீங்க அவங்களுக்கு மரியாதை கிடையாது, இங்க இருக்கிற வாத்தியாருக்கு மரியாதை கிடையாது. எதுக்கு நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் இந்த செஷன்? இந்த சோடா பட்டி போட்டு அப்படி ஈனு பல கடிக்கிற வாத்தியார் நினைச்சேன். உங்களால ரெசிடென்ஷியல் ஸ்கூல்ல போட வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லி உங்க அப்பாட்ட சொல்லிட்டு நான் திருத்தறேன்னு தனி ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி எடுத்து உங்களை மாத்திர முயற்சி பண்ணிட்டு. ஆனா அவங்க ரெண்டு பேருக்கு ரெசிடென்ஷியல் ஸ்கூல்ல போட்டாதான் புத்தி வரும். உங்க அண்ணனாவது பிரசன்டேஷன் பண்றதை எழுதி வச்சு படிச்சான், நீ அதையும் பண்ண கிடையாது. பிரசன்டேஷன் ஏதாவது ஒரு கொடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லி சொன்னா, இங்க இருக்கிற 2 ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மனப்பாடமா நான் எந்த வீடியோல என்ன பேசினேன் அப்படிங்கறத வந்துட்டு அந்த இடத்துல எந்த ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் இல்லாம டக்குன்னு வந்து சொன்னாங்க. அந்த அளவுக்கு இங்க எல்லாரும் ஃபிங்கர் பிரிண்ட்ஸ்ல எல்லாத்தையும் வச்சிருக்காங்க. நீங்க எல்லாம் அவங்கள மாதிரி வர்றதுக்கு இன்னும் 25 வருஷம் ஆகும். நானும் இதோ பார்க்கலாம் இன்னும் டைம் போடு திருநாவுக்கரசு 2 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி கிட்ட கேட்டான், என்ன பண்ணலாம் சார் அப்படின்னு. கொஞ்சம் பொறுமையா இரு, நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு. இனி எதுக்கு நான் பொறுமையா இருக்கணும் உங்க 2 பேருக்கு? உங்ககிட்டயும் உங்க அண்ணன் கிட்டயும் நான் எதுக்கு பொறுமையா இருக்கணும்? படிப்பு வரலன்னா படிப்பு கொண்டு வந்துடலாம். மரியாதை வரல அப்படின்னா அடிதான் விழுகும். அதான் வேணுமா சொல்லு, அதான் வேணுமா? அதையும் நான் தர முடியும். நீ என்ன டியூஷன் வாத்தியாரு பாத்தீங்கன்னா வாத்தியார், ட்ரெயினர்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ட்ரெயினர், ஃப்ரெண்டுன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃப்ரெண்டு. இந்த மாதிரி இந்த தம்ஸ் டவுன் போடுறது, அப்புறம் தேவையில்லாத சிம்பிள்ஸ் போடுறது, இந்த விளக்கெண்ண வியாபாரம் எல்லாம் வேற எங்கேயாவது வச்சுக்கோ. என் செஷன்ல அந்த மாதிரி நீ பண்ணிட்டு இருந்த, உங்க அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு என்ன பொறுப்பு இருக்கோ அதே பொறுப்பு தான். நீ என்னைக்கு இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டியோ அன்னைக்கு உங்க அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு உன் மேல என்ன பொறுப்பு இருக்கோ அதே பொறுப்பு தான் உன் மேலையும் உன் அண்ணன் மேலையும். அவங்க திட்டலனாலும் நான் திட்டுவேன், தப்பு பண்ணா உதப்பேன், திருந்தணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்ப்பேன். இல்ல அப்படி உதச்சாலும் திட்டினாலும் அதனாலும் நான் திருந்த மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னா அப்ப நீங்க போயிட்டு MSES செஷன்ஸ்ல இருக்கக்கூடாது. எனக்கு இது ஒரு கோயில் மாதிரி. இங்க வர்றவங்க ஒழுங்கா அவங்களுடைய கேரக்டர் டெவலப் பண்ணணும் தான் ஆசைப்படுறேன். உன்னை விட ஒரு வயசு சின்ன பையன் சிபி ஆதித்து நான் எவ்வளவு ஒழுக்கமா இருக்கான்னு பார்த்து அவனை பார்த்து கத்துக்கோ. அவன் என்னுடைய நெஃப்யூங்கிறதுனால நான் சொல்றேன். ஜஸ்ட் வாட்ச் அண்ட் அப்சர்வ். உங்களால முடிஞ்சதுன்னா 2 பேரும் டீம் விஷ்ணுபிரியாணி இவங்க 3 பேர் போதும். 30 பேருக்கு சமமா ஒரு பிரசன்டேஷன் ஜம்முன்னு கொடுத்தாங்க. நீங்க 2 பேர் தான் அந்த பிரசன்டேஷனை கெடுத்து வச்சு, அவங்க 3 பேர் மீதி இருக்கிற 2-3 ரவுண்ட்ல அவங்களே பண்ணிடுவாங்க. நீங்க 2 பேரும் ஒன்றும் தேவை. உங்களை நான் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டேன் கால்ல. உங்களுக்கு இஷ்டம் இருந்தா உனக்கு நீ உன்னுடைய ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு உன் சீனியர்ஸ்க்கு மரியாதை கொடுக்குற மாதிரி இருந்தா, ஸ்டார்டிங் ஃப்ரம் சிபி ஆதித்தன் டில் தி சீனியர் மோஸ்ட் பாலாஜி, அவங்க எல்லாருக்கும் மரியாதை கொடுக்கறதா இருந்தா மட்டும் நீ உங்க அண்ணனும் இந்த செஷனுக்கு வாங்க. உங்க அப்பா கிட்ட நான் பேசிக்கிறேன், திருநாவுக்கரசு கிட்ட நான் பேசிக்கிறேன், நீங்க இனி என் செஷனுக்குள்ள இருக்கு. நான் எல்லாத்துக்கும் அப்பாலஜைஸ் பண்ணி நான் திருந்துறேன் அப்படின்னு ஏதாவது சான்ஸ் கேட்டீங்கன்னா, நீங்க 2 பேரும் உட்கார்ந்து எல்லாரும் பண்றது அஸ்வத்தானம் முதற்கொண்டு ரித்தன் வரைக்கும், கல்கத்தா முதற்கொண்டு மித்ரா வரைக்கும், பாலாஜி முதற்கொண்டு குரு பிரசன்னா வரைக்கும் என்ன பேசுறாங்க ஏது பேசுறாங்க அப்படிங்கறத உட்கார்ந்து சினிமா மாதிரி வேடிக்கை பாருங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு புத்தி வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்க பெர்ஃபார்ம். கஷ்டப்பட்டு சம்பாதிச்சிருக்காரு அப்பா அப்படிங்கிற பொறுப்பு ஏதாவது உனக்கு இருக்கா? தேர்ட் பர்சன் என்கிட்ட எவ்வளவு மரியாதை குறைவா நீ நடந்துக்கிறா? உன் அப்பா அம்மா கிட்ட எவ்வளவு மரியாதை குறைவா நடந்துக்குவேன்? திருநாவுக்கரசு சித்தப்பா கிட்ட எவ்வளவு மரியாதை குறைவா நடந்துக்குவேன்? இந்த மாதிரிலாம் நடந்துட்டு அவங்க எல்லாம் அவனுக்கு புத்தி சொல்லுவாங்க. ஆனா என்கிட்ட அடிதான் விடுவோம். எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் சுத்தமா பிடிக்காது. Don't set bad examples. Here you are having good, noble people. If you're willing to be along with the noble people, be along with them. Otherwise, run away. உன்னோட இந்த மாடர்ன் டெக்னாலஜிக்கல் கிமிக்ஸ் எல்லாம் என்கிட்ட காமிச்சிட்டு இருக்காரு. இந்த தம்ஸ் டவுன் அனுப்புறது, மிடில் ஃபிங்கர் அனுப்புறது இதெல்லாம். ஓகே, one night, you have one night time, you and your brother. நாளைக்கு காலையில குட் மார்னிங் மெசேஜ் வரும்போது எனக்கு சரியான தெளிவான ஆன்சர் குரூப்ல வந்தாலும், are you continuing by following the bylaws of MSES sessions, or you want me to talk to your father and say goodbye to both of you? You decide. Your person, I can start.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yeah, the screen is visible for us.
Yes, sir. Sir, because of some issues, I am joining in 2 devices, sir.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes, sir.
Shall I start the timer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, good evening, everyone. This is Dilip on air, and we shall meet the popular guy Dilip, who as an youngster became the famous guy among the world. Let's interview Dilip. So, hello, Dilip, sir.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so humbled. Hi. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Sir, we all know about you, sir, but it's good that if you tell about you, it's more good, sir. Can you please tell it, sir?
Yeah, I would be profoundly happy to say, what can I say? During the childhood days and during the teenage and during the young stage, I had been always a troublesome person. And I had been having a lot of primitive levels of problems. Right from having a problem to talk to the opposite gender, I usually run away from the girls. When girls try to speak to me, they were all humble and noble people, but I was not ready to spend some time with them. There were good, genuine friends in my classroom, in the school, and in the college, and I had problems with them. And sometimes, now you are interviewing me, and I don't have any problem in speaking to you with a free flow. But about 4 or 5 years back, if you're giving me a mic, I will not be able to speak at all because I'll be in the search of stock of words. So I was having that problem too. And I was also having a problem of doubting myself. Sometimes I felt like a zero. Sometimes I felt like a null-headed fellow, not really having any sort of problems. So these are the 3 problems that were haunting me. And because of some noble friends who had been reading Iron Fist to me to help me out. And there you go. Because of their help, I'm here in front of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, could you please say who are the friends who helped you?
Yeah, as you had been asking, I was having a pre-assumption and preoccupied thought that you'd be asking, so that's why I have put up a presentation in the LCD monitor. Every single person who is watching this program is really having the auspicious view of this. My first my first friend was Rahul, and I have related every single person along with a kind of a tree variety and a color variety. I would like to talk about Rahul. So Rahul is the first person. I would like to give a prelude of all my friends who have been giving me a helping hand. So Rahul is number 1. And then Arun Kumar. I would like to represent the color red for Arun Kumar. That's number 2. And then Peter. I would like to represent blue color for Peter. And then this guy James. James has always been a very good friend and he has always been like a brother. So I would like to represent green for James. Kareem, so he had always been a staunch devotee of Allah and he had been speaking about Islam to me. From Kareem, I have also learned about Islam and the greatness of the religion. So I would like to relate orange to Kareem's name.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, out of character, sir. Sir, these are the sir. We have included the yellow pawn as Dilip, sir, and Rahul as pink pawn, and his learning. What's the learning from Rahul as blue cup, sir? And as the same for Arun Kumar, sir. Arun Kumar is represented by the red pawn, sir, and his learnings also is represented by red cup, sir. And for Peter, it's blue Poncer and it's orange cups. His learning is orange cups, sir. And for James, it's green Poncer and his learnings are from represented by yellow cups, sir. And for Kareem, it's orange Poncer and their learnings are represented by green cups, sir.
So one small change, instead of the yellow pawn for this guy, Dilip, we'll have it as yellow cup. Is it okay? Good person.
Sir, and one more description, sir. Sir, and the problems which Dilip has are represented by the speaker.
Okay, fine. So move on. So right now my interview sequence is over, right? So you are going to explain things.
Yes, sir. First, we'll start with Priya. Yes, Priya, then you can go ahead.
Okay, okay. Yeah, come back. Good start. 5 minutes already elapsed. Come on.
Come on, Siddhi. Come on, Siddhi. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Siddhi.
5 minutes.
You can tell.
That is my problem I taken. I going to give the solution for that. We should we doing the work then we should remember we should take that work and store in our mind. Then forget all the abilities. Then we store in my mind. Then that thing come in our mind and we can go easily. We have to store the what we do studies that we have to do. That's also we have to do. In exam we forgot and we remember never and we do it. That's like we have to improve confidence that we should do the we should do the go and sit at the desk and visualize. Say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Like we say, and focus one thing and go. And that's like we do the confidence. We rise up and easily confidence something. Thank you.
Well done, Sibi.
Good job, Sivyadithan. Very well done. Fantastic.
Thank you.
So Sivyadithan has been representing one particular point, and they have represented this blue cup. That is from the friend Rahul. The blue cup is representing the learning towards Philip. That's what it is written in the
Sir,
presentation.
can we sit here the laptop so we can read the same?
Yeah, right.
Team Guru Prasad, you have 1255 left.
PPT the phone circuit. Timer is currently at the pass. So once they all take their phones, we can resume.
Sir, in the normal with Dakshanana sensor, like I have not written about the ponds and all, sir. In this PPT only I have placed it, sir.
No problem. I understood. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, one more thing, sir. Sir, except CB, all will be creating a situation and they will tell the solution.
Okay. No problem. So,
Arun Kumar, you can continue.
Okay, Arun Kumar, time and resume. 3, 2, 1, go. And
So
until Vishnupriya's parent comes, and when Vishnupriya's parent comes, we'll stop and we'll continue tomorrow, so that Dakshin can also join you. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, hello Dilip, I am Arun Kumar. So, I'm going to say about your problems, about your that you are not you are having fear of speaking to the opposite gender. So I have some give you some advice. So maybe maybe you have fear because you have like a low like low punctuality in the class, or maybe you have some um, like lack of some like maybe that doesn't maybe make them to speak funny of you. So that is why you're preventing them to make funny of you. So maybe you can improve these points. Maybe you can improve your punctuality and your situation. So and you can you can go to library and try to read some books, and you can try you can get like a self motivation in yourself. So that you by day you will you will by step slowly you will start speaking to girls.
Okay. Right. So Arun Kumar's solution is done. Good job. Nice job, Balaji. Go on, next.
So next, we'll start with Peter. Ratan, you can continue.
So my name is Peter, and sir, as of my past and how I met Deepak sir, Dilip sir, and Dilip was actually a farmer, agriculture farmer sir, and he was like in the past we both were friends by agriculture sir. So we met like Dilip always watches my farm, sir, how my crops are going, and on one day we both met, sir, and he came to my house and we talked about the farms and we really gelled together really fast, sir. And by that time, like 3 to 4 years before he's gone to college, we go.
What's your occupation?
Sir, my occupation is agriculture, sir. So my best agriculture, sir, but he hasn't gone to college yet, sir. But before college, his father's farm, sir, he's working with that, sir, and he really likes agriculture, sir. So he always comes to his father's farm and do agriculture work, sir. And by at that time, we both met and we really get together and we become friends really fast.
Right. Okay.
And and after that, the three solutions. So the first one is Fearless. He always like forgets things. So forgetting things his main strengths, and he forgets strengths, not things. Sorry about that, sir. For forgetting his strengths, and he like he can just talk to his parents.
Yeah, you know, there are kind of role and he plays
He could talk to his parents, sir, and if he's often talking to his parents, they could tell a lot of motivational things about himself. In the past, how
basic appreciations.
yes, sir. Like a small appreciation could take him to a long level, sir, and like small appreciation on how he get over few problems, and basically parents anything good about it automatically boost us and help us. So, and often his parents are telling about him and how he got caused a lot of problems in his past. He can automatically get to know his own strength and positive thing about him.
He can motivate himself.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
And the second thing, sir, always fear of speaking to the opposite gender, sir. And he could read books, sir, like freedom fighters books, and he could like read the books of the girls, like the girls who have written the books and how they have wrote it and how they have specified everything. So by reading that, like yeah, he could get to know like
how they got transformed.
And by that he could get a good impression on girls, and he could often speak of fluently, so not in an afraid basis. And the third thing, sir, forget important things in the examinations and so on. So he could talk to his friends, so before he hasn't got any friends and he doesn't have any person to talk to at that important time and often talk to himself. But now he has a lot of friends and he could always talk to himself. By talking to them, he could always recall things of himself. By recalling things, he could store it in the brain cell. And for the third point, and my second solution, sir, it's everything by we are the person who have to improve ourselves, sir, by changing our own subconscious mind and thinking positively, anything could change. So, thank you for the opportunity.
Beautiful.
Well done,
We
Ratan.
are passing, we are passing the time here to check the checklist. So let us have a quick run through of 30 minutes and 57 seconds elapsed in the presentation. And the first must do.
Online members must start.
Online members should start. Yes, session started. Check.
5 friends have to be added. 5 friends.
5 friends added. Check.
All the 3 props should be added.
All the 3 props should be added. That's also.
It should be done equally, so it should be shared equally.
Proportionate. Yeah. Okay. Check.
And learning message at the last.
You have it.
Sir, I think Guru has it at last.
You think?
Sir, I'll say at last, sir.
We
Okay.
have it.
Fine.
We have
And must not checklist.
Sir, no therapy started.
No therapy added. Thus far, you haven't spoken about therapy. So check.
No repeating the objects.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Check.
No, like it should not help others. Groups, no, it's not help others. So, like everyone is doing very
Okay. 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 Check.
No reference to internet.
You have it. Fine. Okay. So 30 minutes and 57, almost 40 minutes elapsed, and all the checklist items have been checked. Okay. So let's go. You still have about 6 minutes left, and 6:40 left.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 6:40. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Resume.
So next, it's James. So, hello Dilip, this is James. So the first time I met you was in 6th June 2001. It was the day which I won't never erase from my mind. It was a glorious day with you. At that time you had lot of problems, but because of me, because of your friends, you have come across all the problems and you have become a good businessman and you have achieved your goal. So the solution which I had at the time was that sir, the first solution, sir, I have related everything as self confidence, sir, because all 3 problems are related to self confidence, I think, sir. So I have related everything to self confidence, sir. So first thing to improve self confidence is uh, as as you are in MSc evening session, you would be knowing about the self confidence, how to be a self confident person. So in that I have took 2 things. The first thing is act as if. So if we try to act as if and visualize that, it would be helpful for him. And the next one is state management. Sir, the 3 state management which you said, sir, it would be helpful for him, sir, because if he visualize that, he would have a positive energy on him and he would not get less self confidence. Because of the less self confidence, he is not able to give his full potential in the moment which it's needed, sir. And the same for the employment. Interviews, sir. So if he used the state management technique, it would be useful, sir. And then, sir, he should, as he was not setting a goal before 19 years, sir, he was struggling with the life in which he had, sir. If he would have set a goal earlier in his life, sir, he could have easily come over these kinds of problems in his life, sir, because he would have kept a goal like he should clearly communicate with the opposite gender and he should not be afraid with speaking to the opposite gender, sir. So if he try to set goal earlier itself, it would be useful for him to get more uh, get more easier in his life, sir. And the next one is he should at the time what he should have done is he should look at what he has already achieved in his life, sir. Sir, everyone would have achieved something or else in their life, sir. If they look back at it, they would have a kind of a confidence and in themselves, and they would not be demotivated or demotivated because of the losses they are currently facing, sir.
All right, okay, good job.
Thank you.
Sir, our last person, sir, who is Karim, sir, and
He has something to speak.
Karim.
Karim, okay, yeah, that's okay.
So, Karim would like to speak about the solution for the. So, good evening, friends. So, one of the problem that he has is the fear of speaking to the opposite gender, sir. So, before saying what you taught, sir, I'd like to say one of my opinion that is like he is thinking that she's a girl, so he gets that fear, sir. Like if he gels with them as a friend, sir, thinking that they are just my friends, he can get over the fear, sir. You can also use the cognitive conditioning, sir. Like I have to decide what is going to happen. Like he can decide what is going to be his like.
How cognitive conditioning can be utilized for reducing the shyness and the male chauvinism, and how can that motivate him to speak to the opposite gender?
So you just have to think that it's going to happen like you said, the gun shape. You have to close the sights and give us.
Okay, so that conditioning, what conditioning he's doing there? Like, I should not be shy to speak to the girls, or girls are just like my friends. In the statement, which one conditioning?
Still have to think like girls are my friends. This will automatically include that they are my friends, so I should not have fear to speak to them.
Oh, that works. It works. And our self-confidence is also good. So if a good person has self-confidence, so that is our no.
Okay, sir. So next, sir, he forgets all his strengths, sir. So what happens is he'll once you said in US back, sir, the idea you said about they included idea of having a pocket like a pocket journal, sir, where they written the happiness. Yes, sir. Like that, he can have whatever is happy, whatever is achievement here, sir. Can pocket, sir. Like if he is going to know that he's going to face something, he can recall all his achievement, all his strength, and he can also recall the pocket.
Pretty strong point. Good.
Thank you, sir. So he has forgetting terminology, sir. Like he couldn't get the correct word for what he's speaking, sir. In out of character, sir. In the comedian effect, sir, I used a trick, sir. Like I made a story, sir. Like the 1, 2, 3, the taxi game, sir. Lion, race, sir. I made them as a story.
Yes,
sir.
Guilty also.
Yes, sir. Sir, these he can do it now, sir. Like if he's going to do a presentation, sir. If he gets to forget a particular word, sir, he can make a story out of it, and it's a really strong method, and he can remember.
Brilliant.
Well done, Ashwataman.
Time, one of your best presentations.
Well done, Ustaman.
Yeah, absolutely right. His absence was compensated. Good was in our time up, and pretty much very good coverage. I really appreciate it.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, I will tell the conclusion alone, sir.
yeah. Go, make it fast. Come on.
Yes, sir. So these were the solution given by Dilip's friend, and he utilized each and every solution that he has in his diary, and he noted everything in his diary, and he utilized everything in his life, and become a good businessman, and he has achieved a goal. So the conclusion is that if we have self confidence, and if we don't have lots of fear in our emotions, we won't be having these much of problems. So we should try to destroy fear and bring lots of confidence in us.
Okay, well done. Good person.
Thank you.
Nice leadership. Okay, so we are coming to the end of today's session. 7:38. You know, 7:38, and we are concluding. I don't want to keep the online people captive, but round number 2 is going to be tomorrow. And Nala Panding, Guru Prasanna's team. Initially, it was appearing as if you had the presentation and it was vague, but presentation correctly composed for the really appreciate it. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Evaluation, person by person are over the 50 marks, and the 50 marks pretty cool. Natish and Pratisha will comments and marks. Yeah. So, that's the helpers. So, basically, we will see the evaluation after Dakshin Siddharth comes, and we will see that as the first thing in tomorrow's class. Second round, you will be pushed to a particular timeline and you will see 5 members. Okay. And the 5 members, you will cross the pathways with the 5 members. And the 5 members, you utilize panna. And the 5 members, you and the 5 members, one person will be a freedom fighter. Another person will be somebody from Hitler's government. Another person will be நிறைய பாவங்களை பண்ணி எக்கச்சக்கமான terrorism நிறைய பாவங்களை பண்ணிட்டு இந்த உலகத்தை விட்டு போனான். Another person will be இது நான் சும்மா அவுட்லைன் கொடுக்கிறேன். Tomorrow we will specify on a specific day. Another person will be மற்றவங்களால ஏமாற்றப்பட்டு சீரழிஞ்சு போனவன். And another person a suicide committed. So இந்த மாதிரி 5 பேர் வருவாங்க. அது ஒரே ஒரு பர்சன் மட்டும் தான் கொஞ்சம் ஸ்ட்ராங் ஃப்ரீடம் ஃபைட்டர். இது 4 பேருக்கு ஏதோ பிரச்சனை. இவங்க கூட நீங்க எக்ஸ்போஸ் ஆகுறீங்க. ஓகே. அண்ட் என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க அப்படின்னு ஒரு இமேஜினரி இவங்க 5 பேர் கூட நீங்க இருக்கீங்க. 3 நாள் 5 பேர் கூட இருக்கும். They are not alive. They are invigorated and they are along with you. Okay. But you are very much alive. You belong to 2021 and you've been into 1930s or 1920s. And you are and the freedom fighter is from India, but the other people are not from India. They are over the country. Okay, Hitler basically, from a different country, and the body. So when you are exposed to these negative radiation carrying people, what are you going to do? And idukku thaniya must do and must not அப்படிங்கிறது that's how it's the second round. Okay, so இங்க வந்து திலீப் ஒருத்தருக்காக நீங்க parachute கொடுத்தீங்க. ஆனா அந்த 5 பேருக்கு parachute கொடுத்தீங்க.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, so Guru Prasanna's team did really well. So team BP and GP had been really good. And I did yeah. Any other points to be discussed?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir, about this emotional parachute, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in our team, including Dakshanana, it was 6 members, sir. So it would be 3 compensated mark or 2 marks, sir.
No, definitely 3 compensating marks for team Vishnu.
Okay.
Because that is that although he was not able to present to the fullest, the PPT ready பண்ணதெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு அவன் full execution பண்ணிருக்கான் round number 1ல. So he is the 6th player. அப்போ அவங்களுக்கு 6% compensation கொடுக்கணும்.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Guru.
I don't think Natish and Pratisha will be joining.
Natish has joined already, sir.
Is
But
it?
I'm not sure whether he's in the call, sir. But immediately as you removed both the members, sir, he joined, sir.
இல்ல அவன் apology message அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கான் சார். ஓகே, அது பார்க்கலாம். நாளைக்கு பார்க்கலாம். அவங்க டிபெண்ட் பண்ணாங்கல்ல. டீம் டாப்ல வந்தாங்கனாலும் அவங்க பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம். ஏதாவது சொன்னாங்கன்னா நதீஷ் பிரதீஷா பேசுன்னு சொல்லாதீங்க. நீங்க நல்ல பிளான் பண்ணுவீங்க. நல்ல பிளாக் பை பிளாக் டைம் மேனேஜ்மென்ட் நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. அதே மாதிரி உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்துச்சு. Yeah. So you like this exercise?
Yes, sir.
Right. அப்ப நாளைக்கு
I remember new words.
சரி. ஏன்னா பிளாஸ் விட ஒரு புது வேர்ட். பிளாஸ். Okay, Balaji, Guru Prasanna, and Sibialitan. Expect great things and live strong, continue your therapy, subliminal, and all the bylaws. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Expect great things and live strong.
Bye, sir. Bye.
Bye bye bye.